Hello, and welcome back to CCRI Today, a show that takes a look at what's going on at the CCRI campuses, including news, current events, and sports. I'm Abby Stinnette with the CCRI channel. The spring semester is coming to an end. This week on the show, we'll take a look at all the events happening around campus. First, let's take a look at some important dates for students at CCRI. Summer and fall registration is now open to current students. Go to ccri.edu/register to get started. Friday, May 1st is the last day of classes, and finals week will be May 5th through 9th. Grades are due for faculty no later than 12 p.m. on Wednesday, May 14th. Commencement will take place Thursday, May 15th at the Amica Mutual Pavilion in Providence. You can go to ccri.edu/commencement for all the details. Later on in the show, we'll talk more about commencement with Kaitlyn Thibault from Student Affairs. But before that, we'll take a look at two stories produced by students in the television production course. First, we'll check in on the baseball team as they get closer to the end of their season. Then, we'll get a preview of arts and entertainment events taking place at CCRI in May. Let's take a look.
My name is Chris Pashoni. I am a sophomore and I play third base. So I didn't start the year as a captain. After the fall, I got named a captain. And really, so I got to see playing here from both sides of not being a captain, being a captain. It's really just being accountable and taking responsibility for things. It's just so many things that kind of slips your mind at first, and then once you kind of get in that role and you really start to talk to the coaches, you realize how much responsibility they have. So you have a kind of a newfound bigger respect for them, because responsibility starts to get onto you, and it's also just helping everyone stay ready at all times, like kind of making sure we always have everything we need, and making sure we're always doing what we're supposed to do. It's kind of just a bigger responsibility for ourselves, and it's helped teach me how to do that and take it onto that side of the field. You know, it's hard. Baseball is they say 90% mental and 10% physical. So staying motivated during tough times isn't an easy thing for anyone, but it's just the guys around you. Really, everybody makes physical mistakes at times. It's just staying there mentally. You're trying not to let mental mistakes happen. It's if I beat myself up, I'm making it as a worse team in total. I think just kind of staying up, positive in myself helps the team as a whole. And how can I, as a captain, try and help other people stay up if I can't do it myself? So it's kind of just do what I'm telling others to do, for myself as well.
My name is Ball and I play second base. One thing I learned here is
before
doing stuff day by day, because when you're here, you always want to think about where you're going next, because you're only here for 2 years. But the best thing is you got to just enjoy your time being here and just enjoy the time, because it's quick. It goes by so fast. I hope to go to a 4-year school. I don't know where yet, but hopefully I'll be playing somewhere else next fall.
One thing I've learned is we got to compete. We had a rocky start in the spring, but be a good teammate, good work ethic, and just have fun. One thing I would tell incoming freshmen is just compete hard, work for your spot, respect your teammates and your coaches, and just work hard.
I'm a film major here at CCRI, and I'm graduating this semester and heading to URI in the fall for film media studies. I'm currently working on set building for Camelot right now, which is a production put on by the opera department. I've done a bit of scenic painting. It's been really fun to watch and take part in. I think when I started out here, I was more a fan of the acting side of things, but as I've gotten to work in the theater department, especially working for Justin Carroll, who's our technical director, I've gotten to enjoy the technical side of things a lot more. So the showcase at the end of the semester for acting and theater students is usually the same every year. All of the theater and performing arts classes present their work and a few other pieces that will be shown. It's really fun to see your friends showcase their work.
I'm Lucifer Nico Bell Dogs. This is actually my last semester. Honestly, we're like kind of a chaotic artist who loves way too many mediums, so I do like bits of literally everything. These are my ceramics from Ceramics 2 specifically, so most of these were like all done on the wheel. But like I learned to love making like cups and bowls and stuff, like it was super fun. Also, we got to play with like illustrative aspects, like painting on them, which I really loved, and I think like a part of that like became one of our like strongest loves for like making like more practical items. We do a lot of things that are like gay, trans, like kink and fantasy related. Like that's like things that bring us joy and things we do all the time. That's not for any bigots anyway. This one has a very special place in my heart, just because of how colorful it is, and also all of the things on it have like very specific meanings, especially in the US and all the things we're dealing with politically right now. And then these ones, just because they're a really cute gay couple. I love seeing everybody's work too, like and like all of the people progressing. Definitely take as many classes as you can. They're all worth it, and they will all teach you something like really vital about different forms of art, and like those skills do transfer into other forms of art. It's allowed me to be like way more confident in just trying new things.
My name is Maria Angelis Guzman, but I prefer to just go by Mari. Honestly, I like to draw mostly digitally. I have a wide range of like materials at home, and I've always like used them. But I'd say like around the end of middle school, when I got my first ever like drawing tablet, that's when like all my focus went towards digital art and like digital painting and stuff. I'm really proud of this one, which is most recent work. That's a digital series that I made. And then honestly this one as well, because this was like kind of like my first charcoal piece that I looked at. I was like, I didn't know I could do that. So my advice to incoming like art students in CCRI is definitely connect a lot with the staff. They are friendly, they want to help you, they want to see you succeed. I feel like I didn't do enough of that, but I've been trying to a lot more this semester, and I definitely plan to even once I'm like done with CCRI, because all the professors have been very open about, you know, you can still message them and ask them for advice and wisdom to kind of like guide you down the path of art. So this particular gallery is more specific than the usual ones they do. Usually every semester there is a gallery where they present the art students' work as a whole, so it's not like anyone gets their specific section, it's instead sectioned by the classes. But this one is special and different because it is the Fine Art Seminar Showcase, in which we are focusing on only one class, and therefore the students each get to have their own section and really present more of their work and who they are as an artist. I remember during the show, a few people like recognized that it was my work just from the fact that the character in it looked similar to me. And I feel like that kind of shows in other works of mine, even if they're not directly representing me. And I feel like I saw that a lot in this gallery too with other people's works. Like, art really just somehow imitates the artist, and I love that. I think it's beautiful and so cool. I think what I'm most proud of about my new piece is I kind of jumped out of my comfort zone, in the sense of I've never tried to make a narrative. I've always like thought about things like animation, which is like one of my biggest artistic inspirations. And so since this is my final semester here, I kind of wanted to make something as a tribute to my grandfather, because he passed away about 4 years ago now, and he was one of the biggest inspirations and like motivators in my art. And so I wanted to make kind of like a memento to him, and all the like joy he gave me in my life, and along with how it felt to have it taken away so suddenly. And that made me I was really happy that I made this. I really miss my grandfather, and there's even like little details in here that may not like come across to people who don't know my grandfather, but still I feel like people can connect with it because one day, you know, we all deal with loss somehow. But I definitely included some little details in there that if you knew my grandfather, you'd be like, oh yeah, that's something he would do.
My name is Angelina Allard, student here at CCRI. I'm going to be graduating in a month. My major is fine arts, but I'm also getting a certificate in graphic design. Honestly, I've always been interested in art, and I pushed it away for a really, really long time. I always say that I didn't choose art, art chose me. I actually started my journey here trying out every single degree possible, avoiding art, but then I finally came back here because I knew that it was what was going to make me happy. But my art is inspired by inspiring others. I want to use materials that are like from your home or easy to access, because a lot of people think to themselves, I can't create art, but I want them to see these common materials in a way that they've never seen them before, so that they know that art can be made out of anything. My medium is varied. There is a commonality between what I choose. It's usually a medium that has a lot of restriction. So yarn can only be used one way, or zip ties can be only used one way where they zip. So I choose things that have a constraint so that I can work my way around it. This piece is a F1 car. It is from around the 1980, the 80s? Yeah, I'll just say the 80s. It is made entirely out of crochet. It took me hundreds of hours. My piece is about craftsmanship and spending the time cherishing something. Cars are really important to me. I restore cars in my free time, but I feel that artistry in the car industry is going down, and cars are treated more as an appliance than they are an art. This is my zip tie dress made out of 3,000 or around 3,000 zip ties. It is a wedding dress called Marriage. This was my first 3D design piece, and it opened up my eyes to what I could do as an artist and inspired all the rest of my pieces. My teacher, Adam Mazine, he has this prompt where you take a small mass-produced item that is easy and cheap to get, and you turn it into whatever art piece you can imagine. And I picked up a zip tie, and I just saw how it could be zipped into each other and connected and chained, and I thought about how lace is kind of like that, and how I could take a utilitarian item and turn it into something delicate, and you wouldn't even know that it's made of zip ties. I have not worn this, but I plan on wearing it. I haven't done another zip tie dress or anything related to zip ties, but crochet is sort of similar to the zip ties, where you can kind of weave them together. But I do plan on making another dress, hopefully in black zip ties, so that I can get a black swan, white swan sort of juxtaposition. If a student was going to come here to the gallery for the first time, I would say just take a look around and try to find the artist that you enjoy and just chat with them, because most of the time they're really good friends to have.
I'm Abby Stinnette, and I'm here with Kaitlyn Thibault, the Manager of Executive Operations for Student Services at the Newport Campus. Hi, Kaitlyn. It's wonderful having you here. I'm just going to ask you a couple of questions. Just tell us about yourself and what you do here at CCRI.
Sure. So, Kaitlyn Thibault, I started here at CCRI about 2 years ago as the Executive Assistant to the Vice President of Student Affairs. And since then, the Vice President took on a new role as the leader for the Newport Campus and needed some support in that. So I moved into the role of Manager of Executive Operations, mainly for the Newport Campus, supporting that work.
Awesome. That's good. So you are overseeing the revitalization of the Newport campus. What types of programs and courses are offered there, and is there anything new or upcoming that you want to tell us about?
Well, I'm so glad you asked what's new, because we are rolling out the new culinary program on the Newport campus. We're hoping to provide some hospitality courses. We are partnering with Rhode Island Hospitality Association to provide some food safety training courses. The Newport campus also specializes in rehab services, programs, of course, nursing programs, the massage program. So a lot of health sciences there as well. We're also rolling out a block schedule in the fall, so students can come and take classes fully on the Newport campus for business and general studies and a couple of other courses.
Wow, I love hearing about like the new courses, because like that stuff's so fascinating, because like normally we don't have that many here, so that's wonderful that we have some unique courses over there. So you are responsible for helping to coordinate commencement on May 15th. What's your role in that process?
Sure, so last year I basically ran commencement. This year I'm taking a little bit more of a backseat. Our new Dean of Student Engagement, Emma Montague, is running commencement this year, so I'm playing more of a supporting role. But we're so excited for commencement. It's going to be at the Amica Mutual Pavilion again this year. It's just really exciting to congratulate all those graduates for working so hard and completing their degrees.
That's awesome. And lastly, what are the most important things graduating students should know about commencement?
Sure. We have, if you have any questions, students should definitely visit the website, CCRI Commencement. Students should make sure that they are picking up their cap and gown at the bookstore if they haven't ordered their cap and gown yet. We do have, the bookstore has some available for sale, and when you go to pick up your cap and gown, make sure to grab your lanyard that has your March card with your name on it. You will need that for commencement. We also have some booklets that can answer all your questions about the day, and we will also be at each campus the week before commencement to do some fun commencement things and remind students of how they can pick up their March card and everything. And lastly, we have one exciting initiative for commencement, which we started last year. It's called It Pays to Stay. Each graduate will get one of these cards, fill it out on the back. It asks for your name, ID, and email. And hold on to this until the end of the ceremony. If you stay for the whole ceremony, you can be entered to win $200. So definitely stay for the whole thing and fill out your little card. We're excited to welcome everyone.
Thank you for watching another episode of CCRI Today. You can find more episodes, student films, and live sports at ccri.edu/channel. And be sure to join us on May 9th and 10th for the CCRI Student Film Festival, presented by the Communication and Media Department, CCRI Radio, and the CCRI Channel. I'm Abby Stinnette with the CCRI Channel. We hope you have a great summer, and we'll see you in the fall.